Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are really excited to show you all we have to offer. I was actually on a call this morning and we've got even more than what's in this deck coming soon, but what we've built is pretty awesome. So let me get it up on my screen. While we are waiting for everybody to join, would you guys mind throwing in the chat where you're coming from? We love to see, where in the country you're at. And sometimes people are in states that we can't work with, so that's always good to know too. And we'll let you know right away. How are you doing today, Angela?
I am doing very well. How are you?
Good, good. I'm doing well too. Thank you. All right.
Everybody's being shy today.
You know what? If you guys are being shy, maybe you've been on this webinar before. We do want to know where you're at, but also I want to know if you're interested in forward and reverse, or if you're just a reverse loan officer, because that'll help guide us, how much content we need to share about the forward space and the reverse space. So if you guys wouldn't mind, please throwing in the chat forward and reverse, or just reverse, or possibly just forward and wanting to branch into reverse. We can definitely help those people. I was reminded recently I needed to wear my CRMP pin all the time. I got a
I
little out
almost
of the
did
habit.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe she lost it.
Somebody recently was like, maybe it was you last week. No, it was
Maybe.
the CRMP call.
Oh,
Somebody was like, Christina, you always wear that, but I've noticed in a video recently you haven't had it on. And I was like, oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
okay. We still have nobody chatting. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I see it now. We've got Erica from California, Maria from Miami, John from North Carolina. We've got Daniel that does business in Arizona, California, Colorado, Pennsylvania, reverse and forward.
Nice.
Um, and John also does forward and reverse. Michael from Oklahoma, reverse LO, but would like to do forward. And then Ernie finally figured out how to use the chat. Excellent. Arizona and Maria reverse. So we've got some participants now.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. For whatever reason, I don't see the chat. It is very interesting
I
why
didn't
I'm
see
not.
it until I actually opened up the questions. So I don't know. Gotta love
Oh,
technology.
interesting.
Can't live with it.
Yeah,
Can't live without it.
I'm seeing a couple in there. I'm very familiar with this Zoom, but this is GoToMeeting, and I haven't used GoToMeeting in a couple years. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We can get started if you're all ready. Angela, can you see my screen okay?
I can.
Okay, perfect. So welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day. This is so near and dear to our hearts, and we're really excited about everything we're building and excited about bringing some bodies on board to experience the magic. So I'm glad to have you guys here today. All right, so Reverse Loan Solutions. We are a division of a much larger company, Amerifund, and we're building it, and we're building it for the originator. I'm an originator. The company is actually led by originators. This is all originator centric. So one of the first things, culture eats everything else for lunch. We all know that. But what does that really mean at Amerifund and Reverse Loan Solutions? Well, when I was looking for where my home was going to be, I didn't want to make a bunch of different moves. I looked for a team that worked well together and had been together for some time and had a well-oiled machine already running for forward and already started for reverse. So I got the pleasure of coming in and just being able to say, okay, this is a great foundation, let's build on it. And so what it's really important is that we don't foster sales versus operations. We do the opposite. It's hand in hand. And why wouldn't we? Fighting, in my opinion, takes a lot of friction. It takes a lot of energy. It wastes energy that we could be using to create new loans, to help seniors, to change the face of retirement in America. Now, in Amerifund, we do that because the loan officer stays on the front end, and then the processors take the file and the client and hold their hand all the way through closing. Now, some of you may be at a company that has something similar, but coming from reverse, if you've not done reverse, that's very uncommon. Typically, reverse processors will not talk to the clients. So they send you the conditions, they send you the questions. You have to do a whole lot of work from the time that that client says, yes, let's go, all the way through closing. There's a lot more steps typically at most companies. At Reverse Loan Solutions, we've collapsed that because let the processors communicate directly. It's more efficient, right? Nobody's playing the game of telephone. And let the loan originators bring in new business. You guys are really good at understanding the intricacies of these loans, analyzing, advising. Stay in your zone of genius, in our opinion, and let the processors stay in their zone of genius. And it frees up everybody to do what they do best. And we can do more loans because of it, have more free time, have more income. That's what I'm all about. All right, so there's room for everyone here too. This is really important, whether you're forward or reverse or both, or just looking at one or the other. We have the platform set up so that whatever path works for you is available to you at Amerifund and Reverse Loan Solutions. So externally, of course, our customers have always come first because that's where you get business, right? If you're not doing right by the customer, you're not going to get repeat business, and repeat business is easier to close, in my opinion. So we're not only doing it for the borrowers, but for our referral partners and our teammates. You know, one referral partner can be a wealth of leads. It's really important we take care of them. Okay, let's go on. And of course, reviews. There are so many amazing reviews out there. We've just pulled a few together. Each week I read one differently. So let's see. All right. Oh, this is from Gina B. Here we go. Switching to Amerifund was the greatest decision we could have made. Being our first home purchase, we felt completely lost and stressed out. As soon as we began talking to Caesar, he went out of his way to make sure we felt confident in what we were doing. Shannon and Jen were very diligent in making sure we got everything we needed and were extremely responsive. This team was able to get us much better rate, and we were able to finish. I'm sure it says a lot more glowing, amazing words after that because Caesar is awesome. But even in this review, I want to point out they didn't just review Caesar, right? They actually call out Shannon and Jen, our processing team, because they work that closely with them. So proof is in the pudding here. Even the reviews include the knowledge that the processors are really taking a big role here. And that helps Caesar bring in more loans, stay on the front end. Angela, did you have anything to comment on that one too?
No, I mean that says it all. When the borrower goes out of their way to, name all of the people that help them out, that says volumes.
It absolutely does. And I love our teams. All right, so support, as we just saw, support is huge, right? You can do more if you have support behind you. And we want you to be able to do more so that you can enjoy your life more without having to do more by working 60 hours a week or something crazy like that. So at Reverse Loan Solutions, we've developed a successful formula, right? It's plug and play, guys. You don't have to reinvent the wheel so that we can help you build a sustainable business. What does that mean? We have CRMs, we have LOSs, we have point of sales, we have the reverse software. There's so much more we're going to get into here. Uh, so we believe in fully supporting the loan officer, right? Keep you out in front doing what you do best. And frankly, as a loan officer myself, keep me doing what I like doing. I like educating. I like talking about the product. I'm not such a fan of having to figure out an appraisal condition. That's just not, the details of figuring out where that thing is. I've done it. I'm sure you guys have too. But wouldn't it be better if you could just stay doing the things you like? In my opinion, you stay high vibe, you stay high energy, and that attracts more business to you. So technology, that's a really big thing. I don't know if you guys follow our leader, Brad Rice. I have a bunch of Brads in my life, but he's really tech forward and it's awesome. And Jamie is all about systems. Jamie has systematized this whole company to be really, really efficient. And Angela, I don't even put into words what Angela does. She's like 8 people in one, and you'll experience that when you're here. So thank you, Angela, because you support me a lot. But the point is that we have really important relationships to support you so you can support the relationships with your referral partners and your clients and do more business easier. There's a little bit of leverage in loyalty when you create relationships like that. And that brings business to you so you don't have to sit on the phone, what is it? Dialing till you're dead. I don't know what the phrase is, but
Dialing for dollars. I don't know.
dialing for dollars. Yeah, that's such an old school business model. It's just not efficient. So we have more efficiencies here for you guys. All right, so support. Confused about where to learn? Stick around. So we have a ton of support for you. But the cool thing I like about AmeriFund is it's not mandatory, it's offered and you want to take advantage of it. It's not like, oh, I have to go to another meeting. It's, oh my God, they have this speaker. We're going to talk about this initiative. Let's be excited about the next meeting because it's cool stuff that'll help me in my business. It's not like a certain company I was at before where it was just required mandatory meetings that didn't really add value to my life. That's not what you're going to experience here. So we've got company all hands. That was this morning. That was a great call. We have peer-to-peer mastermind where you get to mastermind with your peers about what they're doing. And they also bring in resources. Reverse mortgage coaching, obviously. So we don't actually have a slide on this, I don't think, but some of you that follow me know I have a reverse mortgage coaching company and I charge thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands of dollars for the coaching. Because for me, if I'm going to spend time coaching you, I need to make as much as I would on a loan. And, you know, 6,000 origination fee makes sense for a $6,000 coaching package. So at AmeriFund, Reverse Loan Solutions, you guys get access to everything for free here. Why? Because I'm invested in you because you're at our company. So you can also get concierge to walk you through the first 5 loans. That's included. Loan scenarios chat, team wins chat, licensing specialist, so huge. The help with licensing is amazing. I didn't have that before. I don't know if you guys have, but it's really awesome to have support there. Support and backup directly from leadership. And that's really true. When somebody needs me, or Brad or Jamie or Brian or Tom, whenever somebody needs one of the leaders, we're accessible. We're all in the team's chat. We have each other's cell phone numbers. Like if I'm out in the field or I'm off that day, you can still get to me. You can get the knowledge you need to move forward with your life, which again, I don't know if you've always experienced that, but I've experienced the opposite and it's no fun. All right, marketing. We're going to help you bring in the leads too. We are not just, okay, here's a platform, you figure out the rest of it. No, 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 no. I understand reverse loan officers very well, and there's some things that you guys are good at, some things that you are not, and some things that you will just waste a lot of time trying and it will never come to fruition. Marketing is one of those. And so we're helping bypass that gap so you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel and create these things. We have a huge bank of resources, flyers, social media posts, postcards, mailers, things that you guys can tap into very easily. Change a couple words like dear client or signature, not Christina Harms Heike, but your signature, and then email that out. Now we also have a CRM that's already preloaded with this stuff, which is very hard to find in reverse, if not, you know, non-existent. We have a pro shop. Oh, Angela, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying we try to automate it as much as possible. We don't want you reinventing the wheel. We've created all these resources that are at your fingertips.
Really, really have. And Angela is very creative. She creates some of these images, and I'm just blown away. Again, 8 people in one. Personalized website page with digital business card and contact form. So last week we actually enhanced that for the loan officers who were already on board in the reverse division. Now we're building the web page where you see the loan officer picture and then you click into it and you can have a little video play. So the person gets to know you, gets to know why you like reverse mortgages, why you do what you do, and then a contact form. So you get leads directly to you. We have a ton of things that will help you organically. You don't have to spend a bunch of money to bring in leads. That's a big misconception. I built my entire business and name on like nothing. My business model before was don't ever spend any money to bring business in. Now in this world, there's things I've learned to make that different perspective, but still. All right. The pro shop, there's apparel, there's promotional material at discounted rates. So good. All right, plug and play. Let me stop before we get to this slide. Do we have any questions yet on the content we've covered so far? If we do, let's take a minute and answer those questions. Angela, if you can see them, because I can't.
I don't see any new questions. Oh, wait. What is percentage of self-sourced and what percentage is consumer direct from Daniel?
Really, really good question. When you say that, we coach you to create your business the way you want it to be. Now, my personal method is that when you create referral relationships, those pay off really, really well long term. So that's what I'm going to focus on helping you build. But we are also on social media, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, what is it, Twitter, Instagram. And so we're getting business from that as well. Now, we're a newer division, so that's not turning a ton of leads right now, but it will be. We're doing all the things that'll turn this into a big machine. There's a different split, right? You get self-gen leads. Obviously, if we're bringing them in yourself, you get a higher comp, and stick around. We're going to show you exactly those numbers. And then if it's a company provided lead, it's going to be a little bit lower split. And so, if you're qualified to take on those loans, which again, we're only handing certain loans to people who've proven they're qualified, whether that's at this company or a previous one. I was on the phone this morning with somebody who claimed to do 80 reverse mortgages in a year. And I'm like, awesome, show me that sales data and we'll put you right in at the top tier. So we can do that, but there is a hierarchy, and we'll see there's a method behind the madness. It'll make sense when we get there. Any other questions?
Looks like that's it for now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, to answer that fully, it's going to depend on your business model, how you want to do it. If you want to self-gen, or if you're at the top already and you just want to collect loan officer leads or company referral generated leads, that sort of thing. But it's all available to you. All right, access to client relationship management. Again, what's the best CRM? The one that you use, and the one that's pre-populated for reverse. If you've ever been through trying to customize a CRM yourself, it's a whole full-time job. It's not something you want to do unless you've already done it. And in that case, we can supply you with the emails and the timing on what to create the activities and the tasks and the drip campaigns. If that's all foreign language to you, know it's really, really important for your business, and you don't need to understand or speak that language to plug and play here at Amerifund and Reverse Loan Solutions. We have already created that for you. So all you would do is upload your client database into this, and they're going to start getting the marketing emails. They're going to start getting the notifications. You're going to get the notifications. Again, that is foreign language to some of you guys, but it's really, really important in reverse, because not all clients move forward right away, but they will move forward. So you don't want to lose them. All right, we have SalesMate. Again, automated lead follow-up sequences. Even through the whole process, there's automatic emails that go out, which if you've been doing reverse and you don't have that, oh my God. When I first experienced the power of the client getting emails, your phone stops ringing so much because they're already updated in the know. They're not going days and days without being told what's going on. And with seniors, again, it doesn't take that many days for it to feel like a long time for them. So having that extra care automated where no human has to pick up the phone and spend time doing that, huge.
Examples
Yeah.
of that would be the most common question I usually get after somebody's been counseled and we've signed the application. When's my appraisal ordered? When's my appraisal getting ordered? When's my appraisal getting ordered? The system sends out a message once the appraisal has been ordered. So this is a phone call that could be avoided because they'll already get notified of that. When their file is approved, they also get notified. And you can also select the different stages in which the borrower gets notified, but it's really important that these things will go out to you and to them, because you don't have to babysit your files here. You just kind of see them fly through the system.
Yeah, it is so, so true. Yeah, the appraisal stuff. And the appraisal email even captures here, make sure your home is ready in this condition. So we're not going to have the 1044D needed at the last minute because you told them, hey, install the smoke detectors. Hey, double strap that water heater in California, at least. Fill the pool. Amazing to me that when early in my career, I had so many appraisals that were just a disaster because I didn't prep my client. And I could have easily said, yes, if you have a pool, it needs filled, but I just didn't have that as part of my business. If you guys don't have that, save yourself the headache and the learning. I promise you, come to here to Amerifund, Reverse Loan Solutions, and have this stuff automated for you. These are headaches you won't even have to know about because we've skipped that for you. All right, so we use loan operating systems. We have Quantum and Reverse Vision. They are both useful. We have Arrive on the forward side. We're looking and figuring, I think, Angela, we're plug and playing so that Quantum and Arrive may talk to each other soon. Is that right?
Hopefully soon, but right now the input in Arrive is just minimal, so it literally
That's
takes
true.
3 minutes. It's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So and in reverse, what's one of the things is double entry? I was talking with somebody about that this morning. It's like, oh yeah, I wish we didn't have to do it, but at least here it's just a few fields. And that's just to keep track of your file so the processors keep everything on track. It helps you know where everything is. A system like Quantum or Reverse Vision, if you guys are not aware, you don't own. So you don't want that to be your only database. That you don't want to have that, if Quantum goes down tomorrow, all of your client data, not saying it would, Thomas does a great job. I doubt that would ever happen, but you never know. You just want to have some control of that stuff. Learning Center tools and videos, Learning Reverse Portal. If you guys are not familiar yet, go to www.learningreverse.com and see all of the coaching packages. And, I've got email series, I've got strategy sessions, all of those on there you get for free as a reverse loan officer. And I hesitated because I'm like, well, I guess you have to earn some of it. Like there's private coaching sessions. And if you've never done a reverse before, you're going to get very few of those. Once you start increasing your production, you get more of those. So that was the little bit of hesitation there. Oh, and thank you for adding that. We have Spanish proposals available in reverse. Unheard of. If you guys have never ever had a Spanish speaking client who you're, in my case, a lot of the time, I speak broken Spanish. It's not good enough to do business in, so I don't try. So I'll work with a child, an adult child, and it's a game of telephone, right? We always say don't let your borrower try to educate their children because they're not going to communicate it the way you can. Well, the same is true too. If you're educating an adult child in English and then they're trying to translate it and educate their parents, a lot of the time that sale is just not going to go through. It's just too cumbersome. And even if you're already speaking Spanish, we have some loan officers that do. I hope we have some on here. Um, Even if you're doing that, a lot of the time they say, great, I want to see it in writing. And all you can provide is English. So we have coordinated with a lender that provides Spanish docs. Now, in America, you can't sign on Spanish docs, but at least they can read. So it's English, Spanish, English, Spanish, English, Spanish. So they can see what's going on. And it's the exact same text, just translated. That can make the difference between making a sale and not, because they can actually read it in their own language. Right. Technology forward. Angela, you want to take this slide? You do more forward.
Sure, absolutely. So with Amerifund as a forward LO, you have access to the CRM, the point of sale, and the loan origination system. Pretty much the ones that we use for reverse as well, but they're more primary in the forward space. The CRM has automated lead follow-up sequences, built-in text, email, phone integration to help you stay in front of your clients and referral partners. This is amazing. Much like with the forward, we have automated campaigns set up for your realtor partners so that they know about the DPA programs or, just the latest and greatest. So we have these set on autopilot for you. So in addition to whatever phone calls you're making or what have you, these are running in the background on your behalf to help get more phone calls coming your way. The integrated point of sale portal, clients complete their own application, they upload their docs, and it seamlessly moves from the point of sale to the loan origination system without download or transfer. A lot of you that I've spoken to recently have used Encompass, and you knew what a burden that is. You'd have to save it from your email to the drive, then into the e-folder. Here, you can drag it from your email right into the system. So you don't even have to save it into another location. Super, super easy. And with the loan origination system, it has an integrated pricing tool. So our eight most, our eight I would say the top lenders that we use for our FHA, VA, conventional Fannie Freddie lenders are integrated into the system, and every morning they sync up with their pricing so that you can go in there and see what today's rates look like without having to run a brand new scenario. You don't even have to create a loan to find out what the pricing looks like instead of paying for services like Loan Sifter or using a free service that might not always be as accurate. So very important. You can generate your own pre-approval letters, and you can give access to your strong realtor partners. I wouldn't give it to everyone, to generate their own pre-approval letter to customize it specific to the property that they're making the offer on. Then, of course, automatic status messaging to all parties in the transaction throughout the loan process, as I mentioned before, when the appraisal's been ordered, when it's been received, when the loan has been conditionally approved, when it's clear to close. There's various stages along the loan process in which you, in addition to your agent and or your borrower, will get notified, so there's less, what's going on.
Huge, huge, huge. And I want to say to the reverse people too, you guys can send out the app and the client portal to your reverse people. Now, not everyone can do that, right? Sometimes the answer is no, I don't use email. If you're following my sales script, if you don't know what that is, again, that's something I coach to. It's magic. But if your answer is no, I don't use email at all, well, then you might pivot to texting really clear pictures. But what we're finding is that the boomers work. They're still working, or they worked in their career. They had to keep up with technology. And so providing an easy portal like that where they can upload their documents and answer the questions, life changing. Not every client's going to do it that way, but gosh, even if one does, doesn't that take some work off your plate? I love it. All right. Processing. Now, one thing I want to point out is Angela has been with this team for 20 years. This team has come together to provide an amazing, amazing company that I'm very blessed to be able to build the reverse division on. So let's talk about that a little bit. The team of experienced in-house processors, they'll handle your loans from lender submission through closing. And that includes following up on the initial disclosures. You know how often a reverse client doesn't sign because they don't know what they're looking at. Oh my gosh, having a little bit of help handling that. Your senior processor will communicate directly if you want them to. Now, they don't have to. So there's some people who say, no, I want to keep control. That's fine. Just know that you're not leveraging your business to make more money that way. We've built this so that you can. Anybody who says, yes, I want to leverage my business so that my days are easier and effortlessly close more loans, this is the system to tap into. So they're going to communicate directly to borrowers and family. How often are we talking to other family members about the reverse mortgage and getting docs or conditions cleared? They're going to talk to them for you. Financial planners, real estate agents. Oh my gosh, not having to talk to the real estate agent through the process. Whew, I am very grateful for that myself. um, Title company, of course, we have a longtime trusted title team, title and escrow team. If you have your own that you know does reverse and does reverse well, of course you can keep them. I mean, you can keep them regardless. I just don't recommend it if they don't know reverse. It just makes your life harder. So we have a trusted partner for that. They communicate directly with them. It's really seamless because they work with them all the time. And real estate agents for both sides, as I said, to update them on statuses. It's not just that I'll answer a random call. They update them regularly. Again, easing the burden of phone calls on you, easing the burden of emails of where are we doing? I haven't heard from you for 2 days, because the processors are already preemptively handling that for you. If you've never experienced that, that's something you should experience. You can focus on originating new business. Of course, we want to keep you in front and work fewer hours. I am not typical of a millennial, but in this one aspect, I am. Work-life balance. To me, I don't live to work, I work to live. What does that mean? That means I want the highest bang for my buck in everything I do, and that's my leadership style. Is this the most efficient, effective thing we could be doing with your time, money, energy, focus, whatever that looks like? Can we close the most loans with this activity? And that's why I don't really like the cold calling, smile and dial. It's not good for your mentality, right? Hearing no, no, no over and over. It's not efficient. It's a lot of people that aren't looking for your call or your information. There's better ways. Social media is one of those better ways, and we're working on an amazing system. I can't talk about it yet, but we're working on a way so that you guys don't have to post on social media yourselves so much, maybe at all. We'll see. Again, work fewer hours, higher commissions. So brokers are better. If you're familiar with the AIM group, we love the AIM group. In my opinion, reverse is done the best at a brokerage where you can actually see transparently the rate sheets without any cut taken off the top. We don't do that. I know other companies do. I talked to somebody this morning. I'm like, oh God, no, 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 no. Everything's transparent. We're going to get to the numbers in just a minute. But brokers are better because you can serve your client better. One of the things I've always wanted to be able to say, and at a couple of companies I worked on, I was able to. At one, I wasn't, and I didn't like it. Um, if a reverse can be done, it can be done here at Reverse Loan Solutions with Amerifund, and I'm your gal to get it through. So some of you may not know that you're the gal or guy to get it through, but under my coaching, under my leadership with Angela's help and support and all of our support staff, you can say that confidently. Even if you don't have the expert level of knowledge, you know that you have a team that does. So you'll be able to say, if a reverse can be done, I can get it done for you here at Reverse Loan Solutions. And often you're going to be able to offer them the best pricing too. Again, we coached and show you how to price, and in the works, I'm so excited about everything to come. So in the works, we have a software that will actually bypass your need to understand how to price these things. Anybody who's tried and not really learned it, I understand it's a complex way to go about it. We're working on the software so that you don't need to bypass, you don't need to actually understand the margins and the pricing super well to be able to price these things very well for your client and for yourself. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, yeah, okay, if it can be done, we like to get it done. Again, competitive pricing and loan options. So I'm all about reverse. That means FHA HECMs, that means the jumbos, that means the proprietaries. We have relationships with all the lenders that have all the programs that you'd want, need, and get paid best on. Sometimes we'll be asked, do you have this lender? And I'm like, no, because they take a portion off the top and then just broker it to one of the big guys that we have anyways. So if there's some lender that you really, really do want and like for some reason, let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the rate sheet. Let's talk about the service. Let's, talk about the business model if it actually makes sense. I think at this point we have everything that you would ever want. But again, we're open too. We can do more broker relationships if you want that. All right. We have on the forward side, FHA, VA, conventional, including high balance. California, it's a huge one. Jumbo fixed and ARM, renovation, that's a cool thing. HELOCs, bridge loans, DSCR, private money, hard money, non-QM, ARM products, including a 40-year amortization and interest only, and commercial loans. It's all available here. Angela, can you tell me if you know about how many lender relationships we have on the forward side?
Gosh, we got everybody that you need. So for instance, for the non-QM space, I have about 14 lenders, and we try not to have like 35 of them because we want to narrow it down to who gives us the best service and the best pricing. My my top three are the ones that I go to all the time, and then if I have kind of an out of the box, I'll leverage other options, but definitely having all of those options. We have about 7 lenders that do HELOCs right now. One that just came up with another product. And then, of course, our standard FHA, VA, conventional. We've got really, really amazing relationships. And in some of them, in some cases, because we do enough business, we get our own designated underwriter, and our AEs are amazing, and we reach out to them if we have any scenarios to go over, any concerns, any questions, and they're super, super responsive.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Leave nothing on the table. So we are licensed in all of the green states that you're seeing on your screen. If you looked away, take a look. It's a pretty big footprint. And we are currently working on Hawaii. So if there's anybody in the call right now in Hawaii, we really want to talk to you. Reach out to us after. I don't know if there is, but Hawaii's almost ready. But the rest of the states, and I just personally want to do a reverse presentation in Hawaii. We'll come out and support your business. All right, one of the cool things is even if you're not licensed in one of those states, you have the opportunity to get licensed. But if you don't want to or you're not able to in time, you can refer that loan to somebody else in the company who is licensed. And Angela, yeah, there's a referral bonus. Yep.
Correct. So if you have a lead in a state that you're not licensed to, we have a referral form in our SharePoint site, and you fill that out, and it gets filtered to someone like me who will get your loan through, and then you get a certain amount of basis points for the referral.
Perfect. Thanks for fleshing that out. Okay, another really cool thing, you can build your own team. So those of you that have a lot of friends in the mortgage business that maybe are moving, maybe aren't, maybe they're happy, maybe they're not, you might want to work with them. This is a really cool thing. If you have the opportunity, now not everybody does, but if you do, to bring people on, you can get paid for that. Now, I used to work for a company that said, oh, you get this big, large number. It was thousands of dollars. And then the fine print said, only after they complete their first 5 loans, and it was a one-time payment. And
Mhm.
personally, I had to fight for that myself. They wouldn't automatically do that. And that killed me. Like, if you say you're going to do something, then do it automatically. And so that's what we built here. So that opportunity is for you. And let me tell you, 250 per loan is a whole lot than a one-time payment of a larger number. This stuff builds up. We have some really cool teams being built at AmeriFund and Reverse Loan Solutions. Compensation, fast commission payouts, right? We all want to get paid when we want to get paid as soon as we close our loans. No hidden fees or service charges. Everything's transparent. We're going to go over those numbers in a minute. It's the next slide. W-2 payout, no 1099, lowest rate sheets with top wholesale lenders across the nation. And if you guys are familiar with Jamie Kavanaugh, she's really big in AIM. And so AIM is a really big partner with a lot of really good lenders. She sets up the best relationships for our company. I just, every which way, everything is leveraged to make this the best company it can be for you guys. Right. So the way this works is the rich get richer, right? That's how it always works. And why is that? Because as you do more loans, as you invest in your own knowledge, you get better. So somebody who doesn't know reverse, they really don't know how much they don't know. And if that's you on the call, that's okay. I was there once too. I had no idea how much there was to learn. If you're somewhere in the middle, great. We've got resources for you. But it's really important you understand that there is a lot to learn here. And so what happens when somebody first starts reverse, they typically don't find the right prospects, and or they don't put the file together right. Maybe there's a caveat they didn't know, they refinanced within the last 12 months, they didn't check the seasoning or the specifics of the seasoning. It's not a hard line here. So sometimes you end up wasting the processor's team time, because you just don't know enough. And so for that, we have a little bit of a lower split. But the cool thing is, as you get your feet under you, as you get better at these things, as you take advantage of the coaching available to you here, you move up in your split. And so we've designed everything about that so that, somebody who's CRMP or equivalent, not everybody values that designation or goes after it, but you've done enough business to be at that level, you are fitting into that tier. So we've got bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And the idea is you work your way up, and there's more available to you as you work your way up, and there's more available leads to you too. So it's a pretty cool incentive, in my opinion. So of course we have a basic masterclass training. That's part of my coaching program. And there's a basic test. Everybody's got to do that one. RLS specific division training, just teaching you some of the insides and outs of how to actually work within AmeriFund Reverse Loan Solutions. Reverse mortgage coaching masterclasses, you're going to get access to that right away. Reverse mortgage mastery, that's the higher level course. You're not going to get access to that until you prove you've got a little bit of skin in the game and you've closed some loans. You've got the foundation built, and now you're ready for the higher level stuff. That is my crown jewel course. That is where I teach you how to become a reverse mortgage superhero. That's where you take the clients that were told no 3 or 4 times by different people, and you tell them, yes, I think I can get this done. And then you actually do get it done. And you get these amazing reviews because these people were desperate, and somehow somehow I'll teach you how. They landed in your lap because of someone they knew, and you get the loan done for you. Now that person and that referral partner absolutely have you as their reverse person. They will never go anywhere else. I teach you how to do that in that class. So again, only the rich get richer. You've got to produce a little bit. You've got to have 6 loans, and it's a 12-month rolling. So if you see this last line here, required number of closed RMs, reverse mortgages, in the last 12 months, 3+ is bronze. Once you get to 6+, it's silver. gold is 12 plus, and platinum is 15 plus. So, you know, a lot of you guys are reverse producers. That's not crazy numbers to hit. Some of you guys are forward, and it may take you a little while to work your way up, but know that you've got every resource available to do that here. All right, benefit. There is a weekly Amerifund coaching call. Everybody gets access to that. There is a reverse mastery weekly call. Not everybody gets access to that just because if you're too low level, you don't know this stuff yet, you're gonna take away time from some of the higher stuff people need. Once you get to silver, you can be included on that call. Office hours. So cool. If you have a lead and you don't know what to do, or maybe it's not working in the system, you're not structuring it in a way that works, you get support on that. That's huge. You're not on an island. One-to-one coaching, 90-minute sessions. The bronze gets one a year. I'm going to help you figure out what is your easiest, lowest hanging fruit so you can get fruit in the door, get loans closed, and then we're going to grow your business from there. Everybody else gets two a year. And this is a very hands-on personalized thing. This is something I only offer to my private and mastery clients. This is not an accessible offer because I value my time and I just don't have all that much of it. All right, so RM Bootcamp. There's going to be a virtual bootcamp and in-person events. This is the cool thing. We are structuring this right now. There's going to be an event in early June. So anybody who joins now, you're going to get access to that. You can see even at the bronze level, you get to attend one of those. But if you're silver, gold, platinum, you get to go to two. Now we're going to pair one with the Fuse event too. So anybody who's going to the AIM Fuse event, we're going to be there a day before, a day after. We're figuring that out now. And you get to go to that for free. Tickets for those events are probably going to be around 2,000 bucks a head. All right, processing fee. Normally 1,400. For bronze, it's full likely because it's going to be a lot of work for our processors. Once you get to silver, you get 5% off, gold 10% off, and platinum 15% off. And why? Because if you regularly do lots of reverse mortgages, your files are cleaner. They're more likely to succeed. We're not having our processing team spend 8 hours on a file that's never going to close. And so that's why the step up in basis. So really, if you're already a reverse producer, this offer should be the best one you've ever seen at any company. Internal, and if you've not looked at other companies, take my word for it. I have, and I've helped structure other companies, and so many other companies, everybody has a piece of the pie and their hand in the pie, and it's not a fun feeling. This really rewards you for doing your business, which you should be anyways. Oh, all right, internal LO referral eligible. This is cool. So if you're a forward loan officer and you don't know if you want to do reverse, but you want to come aboard Amerifund anyways, as you figure that out, you can refer. And if you decide I don't really want to do reverse, you can refer and still get paid on that. And then where's that referral going? Well, that's going to one of our people who has proven that they're good at closing loans. They're good at doing loans. They know the ins and outs. So if that's you, maybe you belong in gold or platinum to start. We want to have those conversations with you. You may not need to work your way up if you're already at these numbers. And in fact, I think we brought on 2 or 3 people last week that automatically are in the gold and the platinum tiers. If that's you, we want to talk. All right, so the reason the split is a little bit less is because on those, because you're splitting the file with that loan officer, right? They're going to make a commission portion. You're going to make a commission portion. It's an easy lead for you. The leverage of a loan officer relationship, if you've never experienced that, it's something you should experience. When a loan officer has the liking, the knowing, the trusting with the friends, the family, whoever referred that person, and then they bring in a specialist, oh my God, the people are just so impressed and they love you and they don't shop you. It's a really, really good model. Again, if you've never experienced it, I can't really convey how amazing it is until you have experienced it. And we built everything here so that you can. Company generated leads eligible, yes. On social media, I get a lot of leads in. We're building that out so that we can provide leads as well. Now, you're probably not going to build your whole business that way. I wouldn't recommend it, right? Waiting for somebody else to bring the leads in for you, but it can supplement what you're doing. So at the bronze level, you don't get them, but at silver, gold, platinum, you do. Split on division leads. Bronze wouldn't have access to the division leads. Silver, gold, platinum, they do. The split goes up, right? Because if you're doing 15 loans plus a year, you're likely able to close them more efficiently and better than somebody who's not. And so your split goes up for that. Fixed products, if you guys have any experience with that, fixed products have to be fixed. And so this is based on today's rate sheet. Most lenders are paying 2, so we're paying 1. It'll change as pricing changes. It'll keep up with it. Again, I'm an originator myself. I want this to make sense to me. I want it to match some of the things that I've seen, but enhance a lot of the other things I've seen that need work in other companies. And then placement on the website. And actually placement on the YouTube channel. We're doing loan officer interviews right now where I interview the loan officer and then we highlight and showcase you on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, which has a lot of followers already, and then on the website too. Angela, did you have something to add on that?
Oh, I just saw the typo.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to skip so they don't see it.
Fixing.
Yeah. We'll fix it for the next one. All right. So if you've gotten to the end of the webinar here, thank you so much for staying with us. Likely we're a fit. Just my experience. People who actually stay on and hear everything out, they go, okay, yeah, this does fit for me. If you don't, that's fine too. Maybe it's not a fit right now, but maybe it will be in the future. If you think it might be a fit now, or you just want to know more, maybe there's other questions we didn't address on here. Please, please, please connect to the Calendly link here or email us at careers@amerifund.com and we would love to talk to you. I think we're okay on time. Yeah, we've got a few minutes for questions. Do you guys have any questions you want to go over?
I don't see any new ones, but we're here and we still have some attendees. And, please, the floor is open. Take advantage while you got us.
Yeah. I see some names on there. I'm like, please schedule a meeting. I want to talk to you. I didn't know you were interested. I definitely want to work with you. I'm not going to call people out, but if you know me personally, let's talk. I just like to work with people I like too. Should be a fun experience,
That's helpful.
right? If you're in a good mood because you're working with people you like, then that passes on to your clients and they're in a good mood and then they're like, yeah, let's do this reverse thing.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Okay, I think
All
everybody
right.
went shy. So yeah, I think we'll call this one a wrap
Bye.
and
Or we
hopefully,
answered everything.
oh, we got a thank you.
Oh,
Excellent.
thank
You're
you.
welcome, Jeff.
Thank you. Jeff, I actually, if you wouldn't mind emailing me, I went to call you earlier today and I don't have your phone number saved. I only had your email. So I do want to connect with you, Jeff. You bet. Awesome. Thanks so much. All right, everybody. Well, hopefully we'll connect with you offline. And if it's not a fit today, keep your eye on us. It might be a fit pretty soon. All right. Have a good day, everybody.